So today I'm delighted to have Kat Lai with me. Kat Lai is the founder and CEO of DK Aromatherapy, and she is true to the sense of the word a brand empress who has built an incredible brand empire from just an aromatherapy brand at the beginning 24 years ago. So thank you for joining me today, Kat.
Thanks for inviting.
And I think especially nowadays with the coronavirus situation, a lot of people are getting very stressed out. They might be losing a lot of sleep over all the disruptions that's happening, and also looking for new ways how you can do better when it comes to killing germs and bacteria around the home and workplace. So maybe tell us a little bit about yourself first.
So, hi everyone, I'm Kat Lai. So, I'm in the aromatherapy and psychology industry for quite a while, more than 2 decades, and I'm very interested to healing stuff. So, using natural product or natural way to help people have a better life. So, I choose aroma. So, I think many girls, they love to have something beautiful and smell good. So, that's why I like to smell good as well. So, essential oil is one of the very good media to help people to sleep better, to have a better life, and to breathe better, especially at this situation right now. We are so stressed out, how to deal with our emotion at the same time. We do a proper antiseptic or work like hand sanitizer or like air purifying, as well as emotion purifying as well. So how we can sedate our mindset. So this is what I'm interested in. I would love to share with you guys that in this aspect.
So what would be your recommendation if let's say I've already got a mask and I'm trying to do better when it comes to cleansing and sanitizing the space around me?
Yeah, so when you're wearing the mask, so I always suggest people, if you like to, you can put a drop of the essential at the edge outside of the mask, so it will not affecting the mask function. If you're curious, you don't want to put it, it's up to you. You can put a drop in the cotton or like a tissue paper and put it inside your mask, so you can still smell it with the aroma that can help you breathe better, and also to antibacteria at the same time give you a sense of balance for relaxation as well. So inside the room, like at home or at the office, and you can also diffuse some of the essential oils for the air purifying. So they have different type of burner that you can use it. One of it is like something like this, is like an ionizer using the mist, using the ionize with the ultrasonic. And then you can put few drops of the oil in, or like cold press oil, or like a cold press diffuser, also like candle burner using heat. But no matter what type of diffuser you're using, so you can choose the essential oil which is good for you, like raven syrup, geranium, and tea tree is a very good antiseptic oil. At the same time, to cleansing the area, you feel fresh and you breathe better. Also to push up our immunity is about your emotion as well. If you can sleep better or you can more relax, your immune system will be better. So happiness is one of my keywords. So I always love to say, like, happiness is a choice. Happiness is an attitude. When you choose to be happy, you can find a way to make yourself happy. Essential oil is also one of the media that you can try to use. So one oil is very famous. It's called Lycia gibiba. This is a Latin name. The common name is called Mei Ching. It's a little bit like lemongrass, a bit like lemony smell. It's really happy smell. So it's a bit sweet and sour at the same time. And when you add the Mei Ching into your blend, it makes you a little bit like delightful. Give you like ding, a little bit happiness. Another one is bergamot and grapefruit. It also give you a sense of happiness and give you some kind of like positive energy. So also for balancing our hormones and emotion, rose geranium or geranium is one of the very good choice to help you balancing your emotions, your hormones, as well as your skin. So people, they put a lot of skincare on your face, but once you put your face mask, and then bacteria build, or maybe people, they have the eczema like on the skin, so allergy as well. Then also using a lot of alcohol on hand, that people get different kind of skin problem. I would suggest some of the anti-allergy essential oil like blue cypress, Roman chamomile, blue chamomile, immortelle, that kind of oil with a very high properties of the blue color stuff. So this is very good for anti-sensitive. So this is like very effective to sedate our skin. Also, sandalwood is also good. Do you know how many years of the sandalwood need to grow? 70 years.
Wow.
So we are using the East Indian sandalwood, which takes 70 years to grow. Nowadays, people they do like man-made plantation. It takes 7 years to grow in Australia. So now the Australian sandalwood is also expensive. So from the time like more than 20 years ago, the price of sandalwood compared to now is 10 times. And then I believe they will become more expensive because 70 years is a long time to grow, and you cut so fast. You just take minutes to cut it down, but you take a long time to grow it. So, it
Does it
become
make
a bit
it stronger because it's
because the plant need times to grow.
okay.
And then the properties inside the chemical component will be different through times. When the tree get older, they have different properties compared with the young tree.
So the healing properties only come after like 70 years.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's very good for skin. Like people, they get allergy skin or like Hong Kong food, what we said. So that kind of like fungal infection that can do with sandalwood and mixed with tea tree oil, can use it very effectively for our daily life. And also we can also using tea tree oil for antiseptic for the aircon. So there is a air filter which is having the tea tree oil inside, then put it inside the aircon, which can help to clean the air and also antibacterial.
Okay.
Because of when you turn off the aircon, the bacteria will build up inside the aircon. So when you turn it on, there's something will come out from the aircon, because when you turn it off, the temperature become higher, and then because of humidity is increased after you turn on the aircon, it's easily to build some bacteria inside. So tea tree oil is one of it, and then that kind of tools like a tea tree aircon filter, and you can use it. So also for the antiseptic purpose, we have some hand sanitizer. So we all know like alcohol can help, like over 70% of alcohol, you can put on your hand and then it will be very dry. Don't you feel that? So
Also, it's getting really difficult to find alcohol.
yeah, so that's why people they put the glycerin in the alcohol.
Yeah.
So because this is moisturizing, and then you can also add some essential oil. So people they ask, so the alcohol is already antiseptic, like killing the bacteria or like the virus. Why I need to add essential oil? Is it something extra? So essential oil is not only for antiseptic, it's also for different purpose, just what I said. So when you smell good, you feel better, the emotion is also important. So when you're using alcohol, it's killing the germs or the virus, but it will not help your emotion. When you smell the alcohol, actually, it doesn't feel good, you know? So you can put some essential oil in to make you feel better. At the same time, you can choose the right oil that you like to enhance different properties. And then we have something new that is just arrived yesterday. It is a natural hand sanitizer. So this one is no alcohol, it's 100% pure natural. And then it's a product from Canada. They do all the testing, lab tests to check they can kill the coronavirus, and then also HIV, also a different kind of virus and bacteria and all of the stuff. They can put it for baby couch and then the clothes, and then you can clean your utilities, and then you can heat your hands and put on your clothes environment. So this is very good. So what is inside is a natural plant called thyme. So they extract the chemical called thymol inside, and then they add water, that's it. So of course they have to pass through all the testing, and then they get all the certificate from the Canada government to prove this is like really can kill the bacteria. Because just like what you asked me, normally we think only alcohol can kill, right? So this is something natural but proven with all the certificate and then export from Canada. We all have that kind of faith for the country that export certain kind of product which is really good for our health. At the same time, they have that function. It's just like we can just put it like on top of our hands, and you can try. So, and you can smell the thyme. Yeah. So of course you can add a little bit of extra essential oil in, but itself with thyme is a natural plant, is very good for antiseptic. And then you can put it anywhere, even on baby and pets. It's safe to use. So it's totally different from alcohol. So in the past years when I'm doing aromatherapy, we try to avoid alcohol in a product because alcohol is kind of allergy source. It very sensitive and make our skin so easily allergy. But nowadays we put every day a lot of alcohol on our skin. We need to nourish our skin by using some extra like the base oil, the hand cream, using like rose or sandalwood, or frankincense, that kind of essential oil to help nourishing our skin. At the same time, try to minimize something which is no good to our skin if we have a substitutes. So this is one of the substitutes we can use, and I think this is a super nice remedies for us. And nowadays, we think that we still have a couple months or years to deal with the situation. Now we are having the virus like happen every day and everywhere in the world. So this is my suggestions.
Yeah, and now it's also a good opportunity for people to take more time to take better care of themselves. So I think you have an incredibly innovative brand portfolio. Like apart from the essential oil, I know you also do like corporate brand identities with scent, and you offer a lot of different workshops. You also have a background in hypnotherapy.
Yes. Yeah, so I'm very interested in healing. So professionally, I'm in aromatherapy industry as well as hypnotherapy trainer. So I teach students who can register in the United States, become a therapist registered. And it's psychologically helping people to deal with the different kind of emotions. At the same time, to create positive vibes and positive attitudes and positive goal that you can see what you will be in the future. And it motivates you to become the person that you want to be. So this is very important by hypnosis, that your conscious mind and subconscious mind can communicate. Whereas in the daily time, then when we are working at home and then with our families, there's so many issues, and then what we think is not what we want. So there's a lot of emotion struggle inside. So at the same time, you have the aroma can relax, and then you have a very good mindset that using a good technique like a communication skill by hypnosis, and then you can set up your goal and then to create things just like me. No, I also deal with emotions and then also difficulties and business downside, especially this kind of environment, and I will treat this as a motivation as well. So once we have challenge, we learn something, and then we have time to think of something else. If our daily business is very busy, you don't have time to deal with some innovative and new things. I think this is a very good time to think of something, what I can create or what I really want, and then spend time with your families, with yourself. I would highly suggest you to talk to yourself before sleep. So spend 10 minutes, 20 minutes to think of the day, and then to think of your future, think of what you want. So rather than what I don't want or what I'm missing. So if you're blaming that what you don't have, you will not have it, because we cannot process that kind of negativities very effectively if you think something positive and create your future, and then you have a very nice picture in your mind before you sleep, and very high possibility you will have it naturally, because your subconscious will help you to achieve what you want. So don't you want that?
Yep. And I find like having a daily gratitude practice, it really puts you in a good mood to start the day with as well.
Exactly. So I also can give you guys a little suggestion. So 3 good things. I will do it at night. I mark it in my calendar, so it reminds me every day to have that gratitude and appreciate 3 or 5 good things happen to my life today. So maybe I will write down tonight is having an interview with you today that I'm able to share my experience. So this is one thing that I have done. Or later on, I'm going to have a massage. Then I will mark it down. I enjoy it. Or maybe if I like to do something, or maybe just helping people, giving some idea, then I can write it down. No matter what, you just write down 3 good things. It can be minor, or maybe I just have a tea. I have my time for myself for like 10 minutes. That can be a good thing. If you continuously do it every day, like continuously like 21 days, it becomes your practice, and then it becomes your behavior that you will do it naturally in the future. You don't need to force yourself, you don't need an alarm, because you will do it naturally. And then when you have that gratitude, you appreciate life, you feel grateful, and you're happy, isn't it? So we're happy that we have survived, isn't it, right?
So what has been your greatest source of inspiration when it comes to launching new products or new brands?
So I want to be lazy, you know. Although I'm a very hard work person, and I think I want to be more lazy in the future, in the way that if I create some kind of system or some kind of method that people can like manipulate, and then they can copy it again and again. I don't need to speak like 100 times or 1,000 times again. Like now, I can put it in a video, so I share my experience. I don't need to talk to individuals like one by reaching like 1,000 or 10,000 of people. So my aim is I will make people happy, like 1 million in 2020. So this is my goal. How can I achieve? It's not possible for me one by one to 1 million people to talk, but I think social media and then this kind of stuff, it's possible, no?
Yep.
So you just set up your goal. So and then I make 1 million people because of me share a little advice or a little experience, and then you feel happier. Oh, that's my achievement, and then this motivate me to think of something new, because the existing thing is already there. So how can I do it more effectively? Is there any technology or innovation stuff can help people in a better way with a scientific and a medical support way? It's proven, it's function. It's not just say, okay, I feel a little bit more relaxed, but how much you more relaxed? So how you scale it, how you measure it. Sometimes it's very difficult to measure a feeling. But in a psychological way, that we have some machine or like medical device, we can check out your brain wave and then your heartbeat or your blood flow, that we can have a very systematic scientific report. Actually, we are doing some that kind of medical research on aromatherapy, and then also my brand. So essential oil synergy. So what kind of oil mixing together with my innovative product, and then when we smell it, and we can see dramatic change of the person, of the brain wave, and then they become optimums to the balance mode. So it's a very important we go to a balanced position. So not too much, not too less, and then you can have like a harmony feeling by a statistic, measurable number that we can see. And this is what I am very interested in. So when I found something interesting, I have passion. Once I have passion, I can keep going to do whatever I want to do. So to identify what you feel passion with, I think it's very important. And you will have the drive. You will go forward and you feel happy on it.
Yep. And even your store is very unusual. Like, it's not just a retail store, but actually like half cafe, half retail. And I've just discovered today you actually have a hidden back room that is where people can take off their shoes and sit on the floor. And you have a very interesting dining experience that you've created for your cafe as well.
Yeah, so we are. I'm creating a concept called dining therapy. So through dining with therapeutic properties inside. So because my profession in psychology as well as aromatherapy, so I designed a cafe which called DK Cup of Tea. So I remember the name. I'm thinking of what name. Oh, maybe DK Cafe, DK Coffee Shop. Oh, this is too normal. What name I should want? So suddenly one day when I wake up, I think it's also because my sleep is quite well. And then when I wake up, cup of tea. let me check what is it. Cup of tea, that's nice.
Very British.
Yes, a cup of tea, right? So they are like a short form, like let's have a cup of tea.
Let's
It's
have a
like
cuppa.
yeah, cuppa. It's like a cup of tea. So a cup of tea is easy. Like if I date you for a cup of tea, normally you will not like say no, I don't want to have a tea with you. Normally people will say, okay, if I'm running a cafe and then inviting the customer or my business partner or friend, oh, don't you want to come to have a cup of tea? And then normally they say, okay, yeah, you have a cafe, yes. Yeah, so they feel amazed that I'm running a cafe as well.
Yep.
And then this is a very good opportunity to start a conversation with people. At the same time, people, they come here for like a beautiful afternoon tea, they have something to say. So why I choose afternoon tea? So normally if you date someone for afternoon tea, don't you have time?
I can make time.
Normally you have time, otherwise you will not date someone for afternoon tea. Otherwise, if you are for lunch, maybe you rush.
Yeah.
But dinner can be a little bit better, but can be rushed. But afternoon tea never rush,
Yes.
right? So especially a beautiful afternoon tea. Oh, I date you to a hotel for afternoon tea. Mean you have time, or mean you are rich. You know, somehow like elegant misses, and then they are going to their hotel for the afternoon tea. So what I'm converting is, so we have the definition of afternoon tea means I have time and I have something to talk. So that's why you date a friend for an afternoon tea. Oh, we haven't seen for a long time. Let's go have an afternoon tea. So it means they are the time for communication. So when I set up with the dining therapy concept, so people, when they come in, they see our tea can ring with a raining tea. It's called dreamy tea. And then a nicely five senses afternoon tea with like a music, and then with a very dramatic presentation, and you feel wow, and then it's called wow factor, and you feel happy. And then we play with the magic card, with the wishes. So you write down your wishes when you smell the card with the name of the essential oil, and then with some inspiration words, and then you will think of your future, you will think of something, but you think this is a game. But even though I play a game with you, you need to play, you need to involve. Just like when you play with your kids. So I am going to play with you to for a game to who sleep faster. We pretend to sleep, okay? So let's pretend to sleep. So what is the result at the end? Falling to sleep. How can we pretend to sleep? When you close your eye, I pretend to sleep slowly. You are falling to sleep. So you pretend you are writing your smart goal, writing your wishes. You need to write anyway. You need to pick up your pen. You need to write it down. So you will start to think, even though you don't think you are doing, but you are doing. So this is how psychological way working.
Tiny habits.
Yes. So that's why in the dining therapy, I'm very amazed what I have done, and then the feedback from the customer, and then what they have done, and then when they come here writing their smart goal, making their wishes, and then next time they come back, and then they are so happy to tell me what's the changes, they change their work, they changing their life because they start to think of it. And then this is what I write in your the wishes here last time, and it become true. So this time I come again to write another. Okay, I can give you more. You can write more if you want to, right? So this is so much motivation, and feel so satisfied from the customer. They like have that kind of feedback to me, and it motivates me to move on and create different way for easier way to people to improve their life, smell better, think easier, being happier.
So you work with them individually, like your customers?
So my staff will work with them.
I see.
So I prefer to one in a program, because what I just said, I'm not possible. For me, it's not possible to talk to 1 million
Sure.
people, but one by one. And then this is the way, the method I would like to create, that anyone who learns my method can also deliver the same result to the customer, because we have set up the system, and then they have playing the class learning, and then start to write their goal, because anyway I cannot write for you, you have to think of yourself. Sure. And then you will start to do it by the setup, like the presentation as well, and then you smell it. So I think this is quite easy for everyone to experience it.
Very interesting. So what has been your greatest challenge or obstacles when it comes to growing your brand empire and also trying to make a positive difference at scale?
I think we are like a small business owner, so it's like tiny small business. So we experiencing financing issue, especially in the environment nowadays. After we have the social activities, and then now we have the coronavirus, and the real environment also affected. You can see the whole world is like stopping. That is, I never think of that will happen in my life, but it's also an opportunity for us. So I think for us, it's like how to manage the finance in a proper way that you can survive until the business become better. So I think this is the most difficult thing that most of the small business owner are facing.
And is your like retail traffic has it been affected?
Of course, the cafe, so who are going out for an afternoon tea when you talk, and then maybe your saliva will spread out to your friends. So less people come out for dining for sure, and but more people buying aromatherapy. We are lucky. We are in the wellness industry, so we can still survive, I guess. And then thinking of new opportunity is also important. So my innovative product called Aromatherapy is going to launch this year, and then we will launch it in Europe and around the world, which can help people to have a better emotions like relaxation, uplifting, confidence, or breathe better, and etc. So this is like a new patent product that I have run through this moment like 1.5 years. So we are going to launch soon, and then I'm so excited to share it to people around the world that my new invention. So we have more time and chance to work it better because everything slowed down. Then no need to rush.
Yes.
So before you need to catch the timing, and then you need to fight for so many things. But now you have time, you have chance. So do a better planning, and then you will get it, I guess.
That's great. And are you seeing more business online nowadays?
Yeah, of course. Online is a big business. So online we share like now the video, and then online shopping as well. And then online people, they ask questions.
Yeah.
So we have a messenger. You can go to DK Aromatherapy Facebook page, and then you go to subscribe at messenger. That is a chat box, and then you can ask question. And then we, me, and then also my colleague, the aroma profession, they will answer your question directly. So nowadays people, originally they come to my shop, but now they ask online. And then I think the technology helps a lot, and then we can answer the question when we can see it, even though there's sometimes the shop was closed, and then if I see the message I can reply, I will reply. And then some of the automation as well, from the nowadays the AI, and then also the chat room, and it can help a lot for the automation, give people, they always asking something similar, and they can have like automation reply system, then help people to have the answer right away. Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
So I don't need to call, or need to wait tomorrow, and then maybe next week to ask. I want to get the answer right now, and then they can ask a professional to get the results what they want.
That's great. So thank you so much for joining me today, and all the best with your new product launch.
Yeah, thank you very much.